What's going on, Zephix? This is Ronin1011. How's everyone doing? I'm doing great. Today I'm bringing you a little Battlefield 3 Close Quarters expansion pack, and this is Fortress. This is Donya Fortress, I believe. This is one of my first matches playing oh damn, got killed. One of my first matches playing the new expansion. This is a really cool level. I'm playing with my boy Batgra, as you can see, two-man squad like we always run. And didn't do too bad. Didn't do too bad. 22 and 16. I mean, could have done better on the deaths, but hey, still figuring out the whole layout of this map and whatnot. Anywho, today I want to talk to you guys about something very important. It's very, very important. Okay? The zombie apocalypse. Okay? The apocalypse. It's coming. Okay, no. It's not coming. The apocalypse isn't coming, guys. Alright? Don't worry. Don't fret. Don't start going into survival mode and watch out for the grenade. Okay, it's not coming. Really, it's not. Okay, I feel like this whole zombie apocalypse hoopla started with the one homeless dude, or the guy on drugs eating the homeless dude's face. Yeah, it was crazy. Absolutely, that was crazy. Okay, but he's not a zombie. Then there's some other stuff that I saw in the news. About a couple college kids. One college kid chopped up another college kid, ate his brain, some crap like that. A couple other things here and there. Okay, that doesn't mean it's the apocalypse. Okay, it's really what's happening is, first of all, these stories, these occurrences, these things, they've been happening forever, always, before recorded time. People are crazy. Okay, this is not new. Okay, people have always found ways to kill other people in retarded ways. That's just what we are. Why people are making it into a zombie apocalypse, I don't know. I find it really amusing, and I think it's really, really cool, but the apocalypse isn't coming. Okay, guys? We're pretty safe with that. Okay? I think cancer is going to kill us all out, but that's a whole nother commentary. Okay? However, okay, having said all that, if there does happen to be a zombie apocalypse, okay, I think I could totally keep me and my family alive. I mean, seriously, I think I can. Absolutely can. Okay? And one reason for that is, there's loads and loads of reference material, guys. Okay? If there ever was a zombie apocalypse, we have so many things at our disposal as far as information and everything to figure out how to survive this thing, how to fight them, how to survive them, okay? I don't want to go into all these different plugs for different sites or books, but there's plenty of sites, there's plenty of books. One site I like to watch sometimes is called Zombies Go Boom. It's a YouTube channel. I'm not going to link it or anything. You guys can check it out. I'm not trying to give no plug or anything, but they show really cool videos about how to survive zombie apocalypse and stuff. There's also how to survive zombie apocalypse books. I've seen a few of those. I've seen them in Spencer's. I've seen them in Borders, all over the place. So my point is there's tons of reference material. Okay, we won't really be short of, oh my God, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Okay, there's movies, there's TV, there's books. There's plenty of ways to to find out ways to stay alive. Okay, now having said that, and speaking about reference materials, I actually just finished reading a book based on the Walking Dead TV series. And if you don't watch the TV series, if you like zombies and you haven't watched that series, please watch that series. Very cool series. It's on AMC. I'm sure you've heard about it. Really cool. The guy, oh gosh, I wish I could remember his name right now. Nick something. Dang, I should have done my homework. I did have the name. It's going to lose me right now. Anyway, the guy that writes for the comic book, if you didn't know it was a comic book first, then it turned into the TV series. Anyway, that guy that writes for the TV series and that writes the comic book, he wrote a novel. It's called The Walking Dead: Rise of the Governor. I just finished reading it. Really, really, really cool book. Very bleak, very dark, and it just made me really depressed, actually. But that was a great book, you know. I totally suggest it to anyone who wants to read that. And I just wanted to tell you about that. That was a really cool book. So this whole commentary is to plug that book. No, I'm kidding. But what I did want to talk about is, let's talk about specifics for the zombie apocalypse, okay? It depends on what kind of apocalypse it is, meaning what kind of zombies they are, okay? Now, you know there's multiple zombie universes, I'll call them, I guess, different ways. G18, bitches? Oh, you still got me. There's to me, in my opinion anyway, there's more than one type of zombie, okay, or zombie universe, I should say. Okay, you have the old zombies like Night of the Living Dead and all those, you know, old movies, or even The Walking Dead. They're like the regular slow zombies. You don't know how they made. I guess it must have been some type of epidemic or something that turned living people into undead people, or they died, and whatever the case. Okay, but they're slow movers. They're all the same. You know what you're gonna get with them. You just basically got to watch out for hordes. Okay, hordes of those zombies are horrible. Okay, that's your basic zombie. I'll call that your basic zombie. I should have said that earlier. Anyway, the next set of zombies is something a little different. More like, I guess, video game type of things. Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead zombies are insane. Okay, you have multiple classes of zombies. You have, first of all, the regular zombies aren't regular zombies. They're not your basic zombies. They come running at you. I call them runners. I don't know if that's what they're called in the game, but they come running at you like crazy, or whenever you attract them, hordes of them come running at you. Okay? Then you have like the boomers, the big dudes that blow up and put the stuff all over you and attract the zombies, and they come running at you. You have the jockeys that jump on top of you and try and beat you down and eat your face, and you have the smokers, which grab you from distances and stuff. Like those are mutations. Those are mutated zombies. So I don't consider those basic zombies. I consider those mutated zombies, or mutations, or whatever. Those are freaky as hell. Those are scary. If we ever had a mutation zombie apocalypse, yeah, I don't think I could survive. I mean, that's just too insane. That's insane. I mean, also like those type of zombies, I class them in the same, just like the game Dead Island. Dead Island's the same thing. You have the thugs. I mean, they have a lot of slow-moving zombies, and you have the runners, and then you have the big guys, like they call them thugs, and I'm only like maybe a quarter of the way through that game, so I'm not sure about what comes else. There's that big. Oh no, there's that right. The boomer too. He's a boomer. He blows up. The big blood zombie or whatever he is. Okay, but again, those zombies are mutated zombies. So whatever the strain that caused zombies to exist in those universes mutates and makes these other huge, crazy monsters. Those are crazy. I think I would crap my pants on that. I don't know. I feel like I don't want to give up, because how the hell are you supposed to fight those things? It's one thing when there's hordes of them running around, you can board up a room, but if they're coming at you and blowing stuff up, seriously, that's crazy. That's very, very scary. So, so those are my classifications and stuff. I guess that's really all I have. I mean, it's just really those, I guess, video game zombies and standard movie zombies, things like that. I'm trying to think of other zombie movies. I can't think. I'm having a brain fart for some reason, but if you can think of any more, let me know. But my next section I want to talk about is tips and tricks on how to survive a zombie apocalypse. Mutated zombies or not, standard or mutated, who knows? But I like to think of some tips. Like one of my favorite zombie movies is Zombieland, and I love that movie. Not only is it funny and the acting is really funny, and I like the people in it and stuff, I love how they gave tips. It was just really, really cool and really funny, and they made absolute sense. If you haven't seen that movie, Zombieland, go rent it. It's hilarious. But it's really cool at the same time. It's not just like, oh, it's a big funny movie. It's a really cool movie. And one of my favorite tips from that movie is the double tap. Okay, double tap is when you... Whoa, my computer just did something weird. When you put down a zombie, always shoot him again. If you're shooting them, boom, shoot him in the head again. Or if you take them out, bash their head again. It's called double tap. Always double tap. Because they'll always come back, because they're zombies and they don't die unless you bash that cranium, That's my favorite tip right there. But there's another tip, don't stop moving. Keep running. Again, from the same movie, Zombieland. Cardio. Can I keep up your cardio? Because if you keep moving, they can't catch you. You know what I mean? So those are just a couple tips. Please, guys, I'd love to hear what tips you have, or what tips you've heard, or what tips you've seen in other movies and stuff. Please leave the comments down below. I'd love to check them out and see what you guys think. Maybe we can put together our own little zombie apocalypse handbook or something like that. And lastly, what I want to talk about is actually surviving overall survival of a zombie apocalypse. Okay? To me, I think the key to surviving the apocalypse is to outlast the zombies. Okay? Because they're dead. They're rotting flesh. They're corpses. And what happens to corpses is they're gonna rot, and they're gonna deteriorate to the point where they actually can't do anything. Even if they have, quote unquote brain activity, they're not gonna be able to do anything. The muscles will deteriorate, fall away from the bone, tendons will snap and fall, all that good stuff. So we basically have to outlast them. I mean, they're in the elements. They're walking around. They're using their body parts, and they're just gonna fall apart. That's science, okay? Science tells us that. Life tells us that. So we just have to outlast them, okay? In fact, as it gets more and more, closer to their end, we have to worry about humans. Humans become the big problem, and that's always been the case in any type of zombie apocalypse situation, book, TV, movie, whatever. It's always been the humans, because humans are a-holes. Humans suck. We suck so badly. That's why we're always in these problems all over this world, because humans suck. So you have to watch out for the humans. It'd be nice if we all got together and said, "Hey, let's all be friends and help each other." Nope, that's not how it is. But humans aside, if we could just survive and outlast them, and then we just take back the world, basically. That's what I think. We just have to outlast them, And like I said, humans have become the real problem. But, as far as food and stuff, hey, people survived before canned food and processed meats and all this good stuff. So we just have to start all over, Sometimes I feel like this world needs to start over anyway. But again, that could be a whole nother commentary. So that's it, guys. That's my take on the zombie apocalypse. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, please leave a comment in the in the section below. Let me know what you guys think would be a cool tip. If you've heard any other tips, any cool movies, any other zombie books, movies, TV shows, anything, let me know. I love them. I love reading and watching stuff about zombie apocalypse. So leave me comments. Let me know. Let me know what you think. Let us here at Zephyx know what you think about zombies and the apocalypse, the impending apocalypse, or pending it is. Yeah, I think pending apocalypse, impending. I don't know. Anyway, that's it. That's my spiel again for the third time. Leave some comments. I want to know what you guys think. And thanks for watching. Please subscribe to Zephyx TV. Check out the Zephyx Fame, Zephyx Education, and me, Ronin1011. Thanks, guys. Love ya.